All right, Point Nation, today we're going to swipe with a bunch of different things and see how each one performs. We're going to use a paper towel. We're going to use this drawer bottom cover that you use in the kitchen that I just cut out some. We're going to use a paper towel that's wet. And we're going to use a swiping tool. This could be clear plastic. This could be a piece of paper. It could be just a painting tool. It could be a business card. All those same things are going to function about the same. So we're going to try all of these with a swipe and see how they work together. All right, the paints we're using, as my base, I'm using a dark version of the phthalo blue from Artist Loft, where I've added a little bit of black to make it darker. I have bright aqua green from Blick. I have pearl medium and Artist Loft soft body for the white. And then the Americana Decor metallics for the copper. This is 1 part paint, 2 parts medium. The medium I'm using is Craft Smart white glue. This is 1 part paint, 1 part pearl medium, and 1 part and 2 parts, so those two make 1 part and another part of white glue. This is 1-to-1. And I generally do these 1-to-1 just so I keep the shimmer. If you thin them out too much, then you don't get quite as much shimmer. And I'm not using any silicone or anything like that. We're just using the density of these paints to cause our cell action. So I'm going to put my base coat on this and come right back. Now another thing I've done, I did a drip test and added a little bit more water to the white since it wasn't dripping as well as the other ones. And the blue's the base coat, so I'm not worried about it being slightly thinner. And then I also put all of my colors on top of my blue to see how they would react. As expected, the pearl medium and the metallic are expanding while the bright aqua green that has white in it is just sitting itself and actually got a little bit smaller because it's going down below and is more dense than the Artist Loft paint. So up first is the plastic tool. And now the liner. The dry paper towel. The wet paper towel. All right, we're back. It's been about 15 minutes since we did the initial pour. I apologize for the previous audio. I forgot to turn on my microphone, so hopefully it sounds better now. So just to remind you, first we did the plastic or the hard swipe tool, then we did the liner, then we did the dry paper towel, then the wet paper towel, then I did the plastic liner, the plastic piece, the liner, and then wet paper towel. So what I'm seeing here is, first of all, the plastic had almost the most white. It held on to that white a lot more than some of the other ones. And I got good cells really all the way till the end because of that. So it just depends on if you want all the color or not. For the liner, one thing I like about the liner is, especially in the middle, you get these lines. And some people don't like that, but generally I do like that. I like the character that it brings. But notice it did not hold on to the white near as long, so I got lots more color down below because of that. So next, the dry paper towel. It was by far the one that held on to the white the most. But again, I got cells almost all the way down because of that. And it's because it just pulled all the white into the paper towel and held on to that as it was swiping by. And next is the wet. The wet held on to the least amount of white. So things like a ghost pour or something like that, if you want the color to show through at the end, that would be a better one. And then just again, swipe tool, the liner, you see the lines that the liner makes, and then wet. So overall, all of these obviously work. It just depends on what effects you want to get. So generally I am using the liner or the wet paper towel, but the swipe tool, if I want to get that color coming all the way, or a dry paper towel if I want to get that color coming all the way, are great alternatives. Now, if you're having trouble with swipes and you need some additional help there, this is the video I recommend you watch next.